Okay, obviously, yeah, I think it was raining outside. I don't know. It was like, it was just a drizzle. A drizzle, okay. We get it. It's drizzling. You know what we really need is, like, we need it to rain. Because sooner or later we're gonna go back to the hundreds, and that's whatever. Okay, Jack Carter is in here. Thank you for tuning in. Let's get a couple more people on here. That would be great. Blazeboro Gaming and Michael, thank you for tuning in. And let me just... Okay. I'm listening. Okay. Okay. Suppose we can get started. Some little intro. Oh, that's a bang here on LBF. Yeah, that's my little intro. Okay. So, welcome to the All That Bang podcast. I'm your host, Ronnie Gunza. And yeah, it's been like a couple of weeks since the previous episode. There's like a lot of developments, like when it comes to Larry Boy Fanatic, and when it comes to outside of Larry Boy Fanatic, and it's like, oh my gosh. So, like I said in the community post, been talking about some of the video games that I haven't played yet, but want to play. And then, like, yesterday, what was it? There was like a little update, community post saying, because I've been listening to ESPN radio, and it's like, wow, there's like a lot of stuff that I want to talk about when it comes to sports, you know? That's what I'm waiting for. That's what about inhales. Woo! Thanks, Keith Young. Thank you so much for tuning in. Oh, by the way, for those of you who don't know, Avengers Endgame t-shirt. 1-800 Awesome Sauce is here. Thank you for tuning in. So some of y'all might be saying, what? LBF watches sports? She has something to say about sports? Oh my god. I was like, that's something you don't see every day. Yeah, I get it. But I've been watching sports for a pretty good while. For a long time, actually. I actually grew up in a household where we watched football, basketball. Baseball is like, okay, it would be okay if I watched baseball on TV, but going to the baseball stadium to go watch a baseball game, that's even better. But we'll get to all that, but first we got to talk about the video games, because that's my forte, is video games. Alright, so Awesome Sauce, how are you doing today? I am doing well, thank you. We used to have a hockey team, but that got disbanded. I don't know, because yeah, we're more into our football, basketball, and baseball rather than hockey. So that's probably why our hockey team got disbanded. But you gotta do what you gotta do, because at the end of the day, the people are gonna want to see what they want to see. You know what I'm saying? Alrighty, so video games. Video games. I think there was a little lag. Alright, I think we got it. Yeah, we got it. Alright, so okay, let's go over to Google Images, because as I'm going through some of these video games, it's like, I know it's not all of them, but yeah, it's like, you're good. Okay, just wanted to make sure. Alright, so I wrote down a list of video games that I haven't played yet, but want to play. And they're basically from Nintendo and PS4. I mean, I would like to get a Xbox. I would like to get a PlayStation 5. But since money's tight right now, I gotta wait. So in the meantime, I gotta work with what I got. I got a Nintendo Switch, and I also got a PS4. So that's what we're going to be working with. It is a sensation. Definitely a sensation. Speaking of sensations, I will let you guys pick and choose which should I start with first. Okay. Alright, so we're gonna ask the community. Oh, you know what's funny? Like, well, it's not necessarily funny, but yeah, that's a wrong word. You know what was interesting? Yeah, that's a better word. The better word is interesting. Back in 2020, when the pandemic was here, and when they would give us stimulus checks, I think I spent some of my stimulus check on a Nintendo Switch. At first, the Nintendo Switch was a challenge to get because, you know, a lot of people were buying up Nintendo Switches, like, just to, like, get through this pandemic shit and whatever. Yeah, a lot of people were relying on entertainment around that time, and yeah, I was lucky enough to get a Nintendo Switch. And that was pretty neat because I promised myself at the time I was not gonna spend $1,000 on a Nintendo Switch. Because you see them scalpers, right? Like trying to gouge the price up or whatever. It was like, I think I got my Nintendo Switch for like around $500. So I was pretty content there. At least I didn't spend no $1,000. It's like, you don't want to do that. And for a Nintendo Switch, no. I mean, come on. It's like, as a buyer, I am smart. Yep, I am definitely a smart buyer. I do my research. So, it's all good. And I had some of my stimulus check left over, so that was good too. So anyways, yeah. The summer of 2020 was when I got my Nintendo Switch. And it still works pretty good. So what are you guys picking and choosing? We'll have a little bit more time with the poll here. Speaking of Nintendo Switch, the Pikmin 4 demo is out. I was like, I have Matt the Cat to thank for that, for getting me into Pikmin. Because I myself played the demo for Pikmin 4. Alright, just readjust here. Yes, but anyways, it's pretty good. And when it comes to like video games or whatever, I'm usually a fast learner. Hello, Octavia. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you guys for tuning in. Yes, but anyways, the Pikmin 4 demo, it's really good. There are some ways that you can extend the demo. Like, the demo ends when you collect 1,500 sparklum. It's like Matt and I figured out a way to not collect all the treasures all at once, because that's how you get the sparklum. Just to try to extend the demo as much as possible. I was able to extend mine to day 15 or something like that. Somewhere around that. It's like over 6 hours of gameplay. When I first played the demo, I completed it within 4 hours. But I think this time around, the second time, I was able to extend it to 6 hours. But you know what? We got a release date for the full game, July 21st. So that's pretty much around the corner. Like a couple of weeks from now, I believe. Yeah. And Matt's pretty excited about that. Definitely. I got some chips. You know, I was going to eat breakfast, but I was like trying to do some other stuff and get this podcast ready, all set, ready to go. It's all good. Alright, so 4th of July was pretty good. It was like my neighbors, like, they had a whole lot of barbecue left over, so they gave some to us, which was nice of them. Not demanding, just asking. To do what? I don't know. Alright, so it's perfectly clear. Let's end the poll. You guys want me to start with Nintendo, so thank you for that. Yeah, go get some lunch while you're at it. We're still gonna be on here. Like, we just got on here like not too long ago, so it's all good. Okie dokie. Okay, so I have 4 Nintendo games listed on here. Wait a second, I have PS4, a lot more PS4 games than Nintendo on my list here. Yeah, I wrote it on my phone, you guys. I typed it up, so... Alright, so first one, Animal Crossing New Horizons. Now, this game has been out for a good while. And I think, well, you know what? I usually go to Matt the Cat for, like, some pretty good Nintendo games. Like, he's my go-to when it comes to Nintendo games. Yeah, I think he mentioned this game in one of his videos. Okay, this has been out like since 2020, because that's when people were buying up Nintendo Switches. And this was one of the hot games at the time. Yeah, I would like to give this game a try. It's like it's like having your own little world, and you get to do stuff. And I've seen Matt the Cat play some of this on his Nintendo Switch. Yeah, I've also shown me videos of Animal Crossing New Horizons. So it's a casual game. Yeah, that'd be really cool to see what I come up with. It's so imaginative. Like, you could pretty much do anything on that. So no wonder people were buying this up during the pandemic. So, yeah. It even says here, escape to a deserted island, create your own paradise. Explore, create, and customize. That'd be really cool. Okay, busy working. It's okay. It's all good. Congrats. Alright, so Tian is in the chat. Thank you for tuning in. Yeah, I'm looking at chat on my tablet. On the handy dandy tablet. Alright, so yeah, I would consider picking this up. Yeah, I should be getting more money coming in soon. Been doing some stuff behind the scenes. New job. It's pretty good. So yeah, that's all I gotta say right now. But I promise you guys, money's gonna be coming in real soon, and I'll be able to afford some of the games that I talk about on this podcast episode. I promise you. Alright. So, never played Animal Crossing. Me neither. I think they had I forgot what Animal Crossing game came out on the 3DS. Forgot what that was called. But anyways, let's move on to the next game that I have on this handy dandy list here. Oh my gosh. This next one I've been wanting to play. I've seen Matt the Cat play this game all the time on his streams. And I've actually played what was it called? There was this big event where anybody could play, like, whether you had a subscription or not. Yeah. I actually got to play this with him, and it was pretty cool. I liked it. Yeah, even his character, even his avatar is an inkling. It's like, I've been wanting this game for so long now. It's like the game mechanics and the gameplay, it's just super amazing. It's like, who could color the most of the platform or whatever. Whoever can spill the most ink, basically. It's like, I want to get into that. I definitely want to get into that. I deserve to be in that. Okay. I was speechless for a second. Okay, sorry about that. VeggieTales Collector, thank you for tuning in. Okay, so Animal Crossing New Leaf. That's what it was called for the Nintendo 3DS game. Okay. I knew it said Leaf. I knew in the title it said Leaf, but I just couldn't think of it. Thank you, VeggieTales Collector. Yeah, I got a new job, you guys. I can't say much about the new job just yet, but let's just say it pays well enough for me to be able to afford new stuff, like afford some new games. Or games that have been out and I've been wanting to get for so long now. And guess who is in the chat? My boy JB. Is he in there? Is he sitting in there? He's not in the webcam. He's in the chat. Well, pull up the chat. Pull up the chat. Okay, the chat's already pulled up. What, you want to see this? You see that? Scroll up and down. Scroll up and down. Okay, okay. What do you mean, shake my head? Shake my head where? Shake my head. There you go. Derp, derp, derp. So yeah, new job, you guys. I'm excited. I start Monday. Now, as far as the podcast is concerned, so depending on my work schedule, the safest, my safest bet would be like doing it weekly, even if it's not Friday, even if it's not Saturday. But I'll let you guys know ahead of time. You know, your girl's got you covered. Did I do that right? Congratulations on your new job. You do well with your job, praying. Yes, I'm definitely praying for the best. So, anyways, you guys, Splatoon 3, I want it. I must have it. Okay. I must have it. I must get it. Must go and get it for me. Oh, what's the other one? He couldn't be more wronger. Alright, so what's next on the list? Oh, here's an interesting one. Luigi's Mansion 3. Yeah, Matt the Cat's also got this game, and I also seen him play this. He's basically my connoisseur for Nintendo games. For Nintendo Switch games. He is my confidant when it comes to Nintendo Switch. Oh my god, Angel Cat's in the chat. Angel Cat is in the chat. It rhymes. It rhymes. Thank you for that. I totally thought you had this game. Yeah, I wish I had this game. You know, I had Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon for the Nintendo DS. Oh my god, that's getting a Nintendo Switch port. Can't believe they're remaking Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon from the Nintendo Switch. Can you believe that, guys? I was like, when I saw that announcement, I was like, what? So I don't have to play it on the DS. I could just play it on the Nintendo Switch. That would be really neat. I mean, Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon's not perfect, but it's something that I grew up with. Yeah, when you think about it, it's like, I got the nostalgic vibes with it. Just gonna say. But this Nintendo Switch game, Luigi's Mansion 3, I saw Matt the Cat play this, and it's like, God, I gotta have it. I'm doing good. So am I. Yeah, I'm kind of hungry because I skipped out on breakfast. I was too busy trying to set up here. Alright. It's like the game mechanics in this game are pretty good. And I saw Matt the Cat play this on his Nintendo Switch. Oh my god, check this out. Battling a prehistoric monster. And look at that, Polterpup's in this. That's cute. Alright, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Yeah, this one's also been out for a while. Yeah, I would definitely want this too. because back in the day, I used to have a Super Smash Bros. 3DS. That was my introduction to Super Smash Bros. I think I like borrowed it from my brother-in-law. Yeah. And then he told me that he could have it. I wish I knew where I put it, because I've done a lot of cleaning over the years and just a lot of reorganizing and stuff like that. All that shebang-a-bang. Let's see, open image in a new tab. There we go. That looks better. That looks better. Well, let's see what we have on the roster. Obviously, Bowser's in this. I mean, why wouldn't he be? And then we got Splatoon characters. Star Fox. Alright, Street Fighter. And then there's Yoshi. And there's Pikachu, Sonic. Donkey Kong. And then we got Pokemon characters. Even Pac-Man's in that. Mega Man. Samus or whatever. Yeah, that's pretty neat. Yeah, I miss playing Super Smash Bros. 3DS, but I really want to play this. I want to play this on the Nintendo Switch. I hear that there's like a good ending and bad ending or something like that. You defeat one of the final bosses, it's like there's a different ending. But if you manage to defeat both of them, then I guess that's a good ending. That's from my understanding, you know. Metopia. Pay Nintendo to have Larry Boy in Smash. Alright, Metopia. Oh, so that's what that is. Oh, okay. I mean, I wouldn't mind playing this game. Metopia. It feels like it's got the same vibe as Animal Crossing. Oh, there used to be a Mii game for the DS or whatever, where you had to save your Mii from being trapped in a cage or whatever. Yeah, I remember playing that. Alright, Isaac's here. Thank you for tuning in. Yeah, but I would definitely try this one. Awesome Sauce. Alright, so Nintendo games that I want to play, just to recap: Animal Crossing New Horizons, Splatoon 3, Luigi's Mansion 3, and Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. And also Metopia. We threw in an added bonus. Alright, so we go to the PS4 games. PS4 games! What was it? Now, I don't know about you guys, but I've grown up with the Harry Potter series. In fact, I have a huge chest of all the 7 books. You know what I'm saying? 20% on Hogwarts Legacy on Steam. You know, I used to play games on Steam, but it just like it slowed down my computer, like with all the gigabytes, whatever. Like I would like to have a gaming computer rather than having to sacrifice a lot of storage on my laptop computer. What if JB was in Smash? That'd be cool. That'd be really cool. Okay, the one I was talking about was Me Plaza. Okay, that's what it was called. Alright, so that's what you meant, Keith. I don't know. That's what you meant. IDK. But anyways, I think my mom gave me like the chess set for the Harry Potter books for Christmas one time. I mean, it's like a luggage type of box. Let me see if I can find it on here. Harry Potter chest book set. See, here's what it looks like, folks. It was like when I saw that, when I got that for Christmas, and I was like, oh my god. It had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of the book. 7. All 7 books. See, it's like a luggage case. And it came with stickers that you could put on the sides of the box. I thought it was super cool. So going back to Hogwarts Legacy, I hear this game is pretty good, and who doesn't want to live adventures at Hogwarts or explore Hogwarts? I know Universal Studios has their Hogwarts replica, but the graphics, I've been hearing good things about this game. When I first heard it was gonna be on PlayStation 5, I felt pretty down. But then I learned that it was coming to PlayStation 4, and it's like, oh my gosh, there is hope. Yes. Because a lot of the games that I want to play, they're going to be going to the PS5. Alright, so Fairy Tale Hero. Manga movies, man movies, whatever. Sorry if I butchered your name. These are chicharrones. Pork rinds, for those of you who don't know, who live outside of Texas. These are pretty good. These are pretty good. Oh, this one's a good one right here. We need all the VeggieTales characters in Smash. Okay, besides Larry Boy, we can have Mr. Nezzer. We can have the League of Incredible Vegetables. All 5 of them. That'd be really interesting to see. Oh my god, this looks cool. If we fight monsters in this game, that would be really cool. Oh yeah, let's not forget Goliath. And we need some of the Larry Boy villains to be in Smash also. But not the fake Emperor of Envy. Don't put him in Smash. Alright, so what else do I have on this handy dandy list here? Oh, this one I saw, for those of you who don't know, there's this YouTuber I watch, The Angry Joe Show. He played this game, on his channel, and it looks super good. Normally, I don't watch AEW. I normally watch WWE. But since WWE hasn't had like a good game over the years, there's this one. I saw the Angry Joe Show play this game, and it looks super nice. That'd be so cool to play a wrestling game that looks good. And he and his buddies were having so much fun playing this game. Yeah, I want to tango with some of these guys. Like fight in the ring and do all these amazing tricks. And have our own Royal Rumble or something like that. I was like, Bryan Danielson. Oh my god, that's Daniel Bryan. I recognize some of the wrestlers who moved over to AEW. CM Punk. He used to be with WWE. And so is Daniel Bryan. Still miss my old time. Still miss my old time. Can you just play into Little Big Planet? Well, that's another game. I've heard of Little Big Planet. Is that even out on the Nintendo Switch? Little Big Planet Nintendo Switch. Sackboy, a big adventure. Oh, that's like PlayStation. Oh, that's PlayStation. Oh, there's Little Big Planet 3. Okay, that'd be something else to try for PlayStation 4. Well, not necessarily PlayStation 4 PlayStation exclusive. Like, if somebody were to ask me, hey, you should try the Xbox, I'd be like, no problem. No problem. In fact, I have cousins and in-laws that have an Xbox, and I was like pretty cool with it. They let me try it, and I was like, oh my god, this looks amazing. So, don't you worry, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not loyal to a specific console. I just love video games, period. And I will definitely say the same thing for PC gaming. The newest one is on PC, but on console is exclusive to PlayStation consoles. Again, I like a lot of I like a lot of consoles. If you want me to try Xbox, I will definitely try Xbox. If you want me to try Nintendo Switch, I will definitely play Nintendo Switch. If you want me to play PlayStation, I will do PlayStation. So, I hope that answers your question. Hope that answers your lovely question. Or your lovely concern. Okay, now this game has been out for a while. And I'm usually interested in the dark and gritty games. Like, this is similar to Dark Souls, which, by the way, I didn't add, for some reason, I did not add Dark Souls to my list. Gosh, I gotta rectify the situation. Dark Souls. Because I used to grow up with all these novels and these horror stories. And I used to watch scary movies all the time. So this is nothing. This is child's play. You know what I'm saying? So the graphics look pretty cool. And like the protagonist looks pretty cool. 7 ways to kick ass. No wonder it's considered a PlayStation hit. By the way, totally no big deal, but I'm playing Maytopia as we speak. That's cool. A human fighting game on Little Big Planet 3? Oh, I don't even know they have. Well, that'd be interesting to see. Okay, so Dark Souls. Yeah, I would definitely want to play this game also. It even says here, 4 best games to play like Dark Souls. And it's got Bloodborne, like right in the middle of that. I mean, it seems pretty cool. You get to fight monsters. You get to do battle with non-playable characters, NPCs. Even the graphics look awesome. They look amazing. However, if you want the graphics to be amazing, make sure the frame rate's okay. I don't want video games to lag. I'm not saying that Dark Souls can lag. I don't even know if it lags at all. Looks like from the good press, it doesn't lag. And that's also depending on your internet speed. But I'm just saying, like, in general, if you have good graphics, then they gotta have good frame rate. Otherwise, you're wasting people's talent. All that good graphics is gonna go to waste. Notorious for being extremely hard. Yeah, I've seen a whole lot of videos of people getting frustrated when it comes to Dark Souls. But it's a game. Understand that it's a game. Well, you expecting people to rage quit? The thing nightmarish about Dark Souls and Bloodborne and other Souls like is extreme difficulty. Yeah. That'd be really cool if all of us had our own video games. Had our own video games, like, be the star of our own video games? Yeah, that'd be interesting. It's like Dark Souls, the complete collection. Never heard of this. Maybe it's a book. I don't know. Alright, so what else? What else? Ooh, some of you guys might know this one. And this has been out for a good while, too. There's Witcher 3. Yeah, it's an open world type game. I mean, look at that. Yeah, it looks open world. And the graphics are awesome too. Look at that. They have it on Switch. I'd rather have it on PlayStation or Xbox if I ever get an Xbox. Is it even on Xbox? Yeah, it's on Xbox. Yeah, it also has that same. It has that almost the same grittiness as Dark Souls and Bloodborne. We get to ride on a horse. Like, for some reason, I'm attracted to medieval video games. Like, who wouldn't want to role play as a knight in one of these video games? Well, that's me, the adventurous type of video gamer. Looks nice though. Alex does go anime. Thank you for tuning in. How did I become a professional gamer and drawing artist? Well, I grew up with video games and I grew up drawing. So that's basically how I got much of my start. It's like, as a kid, you get to have a lot of free time and you get to have fun. Me having fun was playing video games. I think the Game Boy Advance was my first handheld, I think. And then drawing, yeah, that was pretty good. I think some of my teachers commented that I was a good drawer, that I was a good artist. Starting in kindergarten. Like, they saw how talented I was, and they were like, oh my god, that looks impressive. It's like a realistic version of Legend of Zelda. Usually more into racing games. Well, the racing game I go to is Mario Kart. Oh, there was this arcade game. Arctic Thunder. They used to have this at the arcade. Well, like, here's a, yeah, let's see, there's a good picture of it. Wonder if we can zoom in. So it was something like this. That was one of my earlier racing games. This was before I've heard of Mario Kart. Every time my dad would take me to the movies, Like after we saw our movie, we would go to the arcade room, and this was my go-to arcade game, Arctic Thunder. This was a racing game. Yeah, that game is pretty good. Up an image in a new tab. Okay, here's a better picture. So yeah, oh my gosh. I feel nostalgic right now because this was a pretty good arcade game. It looks cool. Yeah, the movie theater after party. And so what else do I have on my list here? Yeah. Okay, so like all the other games that I've mentioned here on the podcast so far, this has been out for a good while. And there's a sequel coming soon. The sequel is like basically exclusive of PS5. But this I'll be able to play. I'm kind of hoping that the sequel, the one with Venom, will be on PS4. Because so far they've announced it for PS5. And guess what? I don't have a PS5 yet. And why should I get a PS5 if there's plenty of games to play on the PS4? And then there's rumors about a PS6. I mean, come on. We just got done with the arrival of PS5. And again, we got a whole bunch of games to play on the PS4, so why? I don't think it's not time yet for a new console, just like with the Nintendo Switch. Nintendo wants to announce a new console. It's like, but the Nintendo Switch is doing okay. It's doing okay for right now. We don't need a new console. I know, I can't play Spider-Man 2 either. Because so far it's just PS5 exclusive. But hopefully, I'm hoping it will receive the PS4 treatment. Because you could bet there are a lot of people who still have the PS4 and can't afford a PS5. Okay, it was actually with the Wii U being discontinued for the Switch. Yeah, the Wii U got discontinued because of the arrival of the Switch. Yeah, that's definitely true. But what I'm saying is, like, if the Nintendo Switch is very successful right now, then maybe a few years down the road we can get a new Nintendo console. I'm just saying that it's too early. It feels too early. Just like it feels too early for a PS6. If not a whole lot of people are able to afford a PS5, I know like the price went down on the PS5. If people are not able to get a PS5 now, it's like, why try shoving a newer console in the faces of the public? I mean, it doesn't seem fair. Yeah, much simpler times with the Wii U and the 3DS. I don't miss the 3D feature because I rarely use that function on the 3DS. If I did, it was just for a little bit, but then I turned it off. And it stayed off. And you know what? I never got to play the Wii U. I mean, I played it at a friend's house, but I never owned a Wii U. I wanted one, but yeah, it just wasn't in the cards. I mean, if I was the richest kid back then, I would have gotten a Wii U. But again, wasn't in the cards. Alright, this last one. Then I would like to play for the PS4. Elden Ring. I heard this game got so many great reviews. Even the combat and the exploring. It looks super good. And I've heard like great things about it. I've heard great reviews. It looks stylish. It looks, oh my god, super amazing. And I'm really glad that they brought this to PS4 rather than being PS5 exclusive or, yeah. I mean, it's also on Xbox, don't you worry. Even says here, Xbox. Oh yeah, I've heard of Flip Notes but never used it. It's a pretty good app. The heck is this game? Oh wait. The heck is this game? Where are the ponies? Where are the horses? That was Witcher 3. Oh. Never mind. Alright. Yeah, I think this would be a good time for intermission. So those are all the games that I want to be able to afford. Yeah. Like I said, money's going to come in real soon. I'll be able to afford some of these. They're really great. Definitely. Yeah, just gotta take a short break. Hear about Street Fighter 6. Yes, that's another game that I want to play. Yeah, when I was writing this list here, it was like it was nighttime. I wanted to go to bed. So, jotted down some stuff and then sleep time. Alrighty, so we're gonna go on intermission, folks. Be right back. what you doing? What are you doing? Okay, so... Alright, so anyways, we're back. Okay, Alrighty. So what was taking so long? Well, I can't promise you, like, how long intermission would be. Like, depending on what needs to be done, and... Oh, that's a bang. Alrighty. So, I think the next topic would be sports. Now, like I was saying earlier, first of all, let's take this off. Here we go. Like I was saying earlier, I've been listening to ESPN radio. And it's got like these several podcasts, whatever. And what? Let me answer this text real quick. I'll just respond with yes. Alright, so I listen to ESPN radio. It's not so bad. They got some pretty good personalities doing the podcast or whatever. Let's see if Cordy has a verse first. Okay, so we got done with video games. I think we'll start with football. Yeah, it's so obvious that I follow Dallas Cowboys. I know Junior Boy might might be a little... Like, there was this one time where me and him watched a football game together. Like, we had a watch party on Discord. Yeah, it was Dallas Cowboys versus Detroit Lions. Detroit Lions was doing pretty good. Yeah, Junior Boy had to do something in the second half of the game. And I was like, yeah, we agreed to, watch the first half of the game together, which was pretty nice. And then the second half, we called it a day. Yeah, that was when the watch party was over. Okay, what was I gonna type up? Okay, there we go. I was like, thank you, you're welcome. And then somehow my team rebounded because his team was doing pretty good. But then in the second half, my team rebounded. Junior Boy was like, what? Like later on that day when the game was over. But anyways, this is who I follow. Dallas Cowboys. There's also the Houston Texans. But I don't really follow them as much as Dallas Cowboys. Take a look at this. Cowboys signed Brandon Aubrey for kicker job. So, I assume he's auditioning for the kicker job. Okay, so who is our kicker right now? Oh, Brett Maher. Yeah, this is our current place kicker. Playoffs. Like, he was a pretty good kicker, but when it came to the playoffs this past season, it was like he kept screwing up. And Mom and I would just yell at the TV and be like, why? That was so easy. That was so easy to make. You could have made that field goal. It's like, golly. Yeah, Cowboys made kicker move after Brett Maher playoff meltdown. Wow, they called it a meltdown. with Maher set to become an unrestricted free agent this offseason. Yeah, I want to see this article. Oh my god, somebody added tears. This. They end up still playing Maher. We should have had like a different kicker during the playoffs. But no, we wanted to keep giving Maher a chance. So you know what? If we get a good kicker, hang on, we'll get to Wemby in a little bit. And that's basketball. So I'm glad we're getting like some potentials for new kickers. Brandon Aubrey, Tristan Vizcaino. I'm sorry if I butchered his name. So we're getting some people wanting Brett Maher's job. So I'm glad we're getting that. Because what happened at the playoffs was unacceptable. And he used to be really good. He broke one of the field goal kicking records. He was one of the people that set the standards for field goals, you know what I'm saying? Alright, Ezekiel Elliott trade. Yeah, I'm a little bummed out that Ezekiel Elliott's leaving. He was our running back. Yeah, he was pretty good for our team, but then, like, towards the end of this past season, he wasn't playing as often. It's like he was trying so hard to be let go by the Dallas Cowboys. Alright, so what happens? Like, Elliott is a free agent. He defines what a great teammate should be, and anyone that has ever played a team sport would be lucky to have a teammate like him. I mean, he wasn't perfect, but he had talent. So I'm not pretty upset about Ezekiel Elliott leaving. Because we got some other good players. Yeah, let's go to the source, DallasCowboys.com. DallasCowboys.com. Alright, if it loads. But anyways, guys. There's a golf club? I didn't know that. Well, let's check out the team. Look at this. We got a roster. That looks great. I'm pretty sure that Dak Prescott is still our quarterback. I mean, he had to miss several games this past season because of his hand injury. But we were in good hands during that time because of our backup quarterback, Cooper Rush. Yeah, Cooper Rush was our saving grace at the time. Here we go. Dak Prescott is our quarterback. He went to Mississippi State College. Oh, that's pretty good. Okay, so this is our quarterback for Dallas Cowboys. Yeah, he was doing pretty good. Yeah, he's been doing pretty good for us for some years now. 8 years of experience. I mean, more power to him. So wait a second, I'm older than him? Look at that, age 29. Wow. I find that interesting. Alright, so YYC's in the chat. Thank you for tuning in. But anyways, this past season, he had to like sit out a few games because of his hand injury. But we were in good hands at the time, like thanks to Cooper Rush, who took over for Dak Prescott. It's like we were winning games, we were doing pretty good. It was all thanks to Cooper Rush. He saved us at the time. Yeah, I saw up here a CeeDee Lamb. Okay, Cooper Rush. This is our replacement. This is our backup quarterback. Keep wanting to say quarter pounder, but that's like, we're not talking about McDonald's. Yeah, so Cooper Rush, yeah. This was a guy that stepped up to the plate when Dak Prescott was out. Yeah, I find that really cool. Alright, so we got some other great players like, let's see if I can find... Trayvon Diggs, Gallup, he's pretty good. CeeDee Lamb, obviously, yes. Yeah. Wide receiver, yes. DeMarcus Lawrence, he's a good one. Parsons pretty good. Pollard's also pretty good. And we already talked about Dak Prescott and Cooper Rush. Traded to another division. Well, we don't need to worry about that. But we got some pretty good players. The only problem is that when it comes to playoffs, for some reason we screw it up. Whether it's failed field goals, whether we screw up at the field goal, or we don't catch the ball, or we get intercepted or something like that. It's like, we gotta stop screwing up. Like, if Dallas Cowboys wants to see success in the playoffs and actually win the playoffs, they can't screw up. Like, they would do so good, like, during the season, and then in playoffs, they screw up. It's like, what on earth? It's like, get your head in the game. Literally and metaphorically. Definitely. So yeah, we're definitely going to move on to basketball because there's been talk about this guy, Victor Wembanyama. I don't care about all this as whatever. It's just like, okay. But yeah, this past month, there's been a lot of news coverage about us, the San Antonio Spurs, getting this guy. He was the number 1 pick in the NBA draft. Like, as soon as it was announced that San Antonio Spurs was going to have this guy, was going to sign this guy on, it's like pandemonium. People singing his praises. And people saying, welcome to San Antonio. We would like you to be on the Spurs. Be on the Spurs team. Come right in. It was like a celebration. You see murals like everywhere. You see pictures and paintings of him on the sides of the street or whatever. People are already celebrating his arrival. Yeah, I just find that, oh, But here's my thing. I'm going to show you guys, like, when did San Antonio Spurs win championship? And this is going to shock you right here. 2014. That was the last time we've won the NBA Finals. That was the last time. And how long has it been? How many years is that? Like about 8, 9 years? Something like that? So, we haven't had a championship. We haven't had a championship win since then. So going back to who we're celebrating as a savior of San Antonio Spurs. I mean, I'm not saying he can't be our savior, but it's like, when you think about it, we used to have what we call the big three. There was Manu Ginobili, Tim Duncan, and Tony Parker. Those were our 3 best players back then. But once those 3 retired, one by one, the dynasty fell. Like, there was no dynasty. No more dynasty. And ever since then, San Antonio Spurs have not been doing that great. Not good enough to be in NBA Finals. So when we're celebrating this guy's arrival and seeing how great he is, because he used to play basketball in France. He's a French professional basketball player. He's been doing pretty good in France, and he comes over here to join our team. It's like, you could bet that people who are buying opening night game tickets to opening night, they're going to be watching this guy carefully and seeing if he lives up to the hype. Because as soon as he gets praise, the soon that he gets criticism if he screws up on opening night. Because right now, we are looking at him, making sure that he does really good and living up to the hype. I'm not saying that he's going to fail on opening night. I'm just saying that it's kind of weird that we're celebrating this guy prematurely, but then again, it's like he's already got a good resume when it comes to basketball. He's doing pretty good with the team that he was with when he was in France. So there's a lot of potential, but at the same time, we still got to be careful. Because right now we need the same magic that we got years ago with the big three. Like I was saying, Ginobili, Parker, Duncan. We want that magic to come back. We want something like that to come back. If he brings back the Spurs dynasty, that would be really great. Okay, exactly 9 years ago. I knew it. I knew it was somewhere around that ballpark. But anyways, I know that there's potential in this guy. I know there's potential. But on opening night, people are going to be watching. Because last I've heard, opening night is pretty much sold out because people are buying tickets because they want to see this guy perform. They want to see this guy play basketball. They're looking forward to this guy. Like, we welcomed him with open arms. Open arms, you guys. It's like, yeah, we're looking forward to watching you play and dominate. And yes, that's what I want to see happen. I want to see this guy be successful and make our Spurs team, like, get up from the ground. Like, yeah, this whole time, like, I've been avoiding watching Spurs games because they have not been doing as good as they've done before. It's like 2014, that's a long time ago. We haven't had a championship win since then. Okay, Jack Pumpkinhead. One text into another. How do you recommend someone get into sports stuff? Is there anything to know beforehand, or can you just dive in? Well, I kind of just dived in. Like, I watched it with my family. Like, just sit with your family, watch a couple of games, see if you like it or not. Because that's what I kind of did. If you make the time to sit and watch a sports game with your family or with a bunch of other people, like with your friends or whatever, then see if you like it or not. If you catch it on TV, like, spend like at least 30 minutes watching it. And if it's something that interests you, then keep watching. If not, then change the channel or something. I hope that makes sense, because that's kind of how I got into sports in the first place. I watched it with my family. That interest sparked, it grew, and then next thing you know, I'm watching a game every week. Sounds easy enough. Give it a try next time. If it's to your liking, that's fine. If not, then that's okay too. I mean, not everyone likes sports. I totally understand it. I used to not be into sports, but growing up, I decided, okay, maybe I'll sit with my family, watch it on television, and it was something that I was interested about. I was curious about. Curiosity. Normally people say that's what curiosity killed the cat. Well, in this case, curiosity made the cat think. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, I'm hoping that this guy, Victor Wemby, yeah, that's what we nicknamed him, Wemby, because, yeah, his last name could be a mouthful. Wembanyama. I think I might have pronounced it, might not have pronounced it right. Okay. Oh, there's pronunciation. Wembenyame. Yeah, something like that. But thank God he has a nickname, Wemby. Oh, by the way, I follow him on Instagram. I just started following his Instagram page a few days ago. So far, so good. I mean, I'm not complaining. Won the Pro A title. Yeah, you could definitely see his accolades. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. He looks promising. Look at all these accolades. Career history. And yeah, signed on to the San Antonio Spurs. Career highlights and awards. Accolades. Look at that. Pro A best scorer, best defender. Alright, he looks promising. I just want that. I'm just hoping that he lives up to the hype. Because there have been instances where we would welcome a player and we would celebrate prematurely, and that player doesn't do too well. It's like, I don't want history to have to repeat itself. Tallest active NBA player. Yeah, keep in mind he is tall. Yeah. He's taller than a lot of the reporters that come up to him and interview him. It's like he was standing right next to a reporter, and the reporter would be like asking questions. Nothing in his sports except if it's Wii Sports or Olympics. Yeah, that makes sense. I'm not gonna lie. Enjoy seeing sports everywhere. That's great. Alright, but anyways, I guarantee you, people who paid money to go see opening night, they're going to be watching this guy. They're going to be wondering, is it worth the money? Is it going to be worth it? Because if he screws up on opening night, you could bet people are going to be upset. And they're going to be like, okay, why did we hype this guy in the first place? Yeah, I'm just scared of false hope, you guys. That's all I'm saying. Because I gotta keep driving home the fact that we haven't won an NBA Finals since 2014. That's a long time. Oh yeah, and that reminds me. When did Dallas Cowboys win Super Bowl? 1996. So I'm hoping we win a championship somewhere. Whether it's Cowboys or Spurs, something's got to give. Because the wells have been dry since, like, forever. That's all I got to say. Now, as far as baseball is concerned, I don't really watch baseball on TV a whole lot. But you know what I like doing? I like going to baseball games. Because we have a stadium called Nelson Wolf Mission Stadium. Yeah, Nelson Wolf Stadium. I mean, it's a great facility. I've been there a few times. Yeah, it's a really nice facility. And we get to watch teams like, where was it? Let me get my baseball cap. Yeah, we got teams like San Antonio Missions. See that? San Antonio Missions. That's our logo. But yeah, going to baseball games is pretty cool. It's like you get to see the action and you get to have stuff. And like usually when I go to the baseball stadium, usually get a drink, soda. We get hot dogs, some popcorn maybe, but also candy. So we got teams like the San Antonio Missions, and we also got yeah. Oh my God, there's like this is the map of the entire stadium. Alright, so usually the seats would be here and some around here. And it's got a party pavilion and where they sell tickets, party deck. Yeah, I used to have tickets to the party deck. Like, I had this job where the employees each got tickets to a baseball game, and we hung out on the party deck. And that was pretty cool. It's like, let's play baseball. Yeah, after so much hype for a local hero, it was so painful. Robert Griffin. Yeah, that totally makes sense. And these are the rules. Yeah, it's pretty self-explanatory. Self-explanatory. We got our teams. Got our roster. I don't really follow baseball as much unless it's me going to a baseball game. So I'm not really familiar with the players. I guess they're pretty good. Oh, one of them's injured. Okay, 2 injuries. Well, I'll just pray for the best. Oh, we also got another baseball team. Now, keep in mind, these are minor league baseball teams. So it's not major league. We also have another baseball team called the Flying Chanclas. For those of you who don't know, this is a chancla. In other words, the flying flip-flops. That's what our other team's called. It's like when I first heard about this team, I was like, oh, what? Really? It's like, that team name is absurd. You couldn't come up with something better? Okay, I want to hear about this Flying Chanclas team. For 12 regular season games in 2018, San Antonio Missions became the Flying Chanclas de San Antonio for minor league baseball's Copa de la Diversión, which is the Fun Cup. Flying Chanclas return again in 2023, this year. The Fun Cup celebrates minor league baseball's Hispanic fans and communities, with teams transforming into Hispanic-themed alter egos with specialty logos, jerseys, and caps. The name Flying Chancla, listen to this, Flying Chanclas honors the matriarch of the Latino family, the abuelita, which is grandmother in Spanish, and her symbol of strength, discipline, and love, with its on-field persona series of events. The chancla has long been symbolic of the abuelita as she maintains the structure and order of the family. Okay, I kind of understand that. It's like, back when I was little, when I was a kid, if I misbehaved, Um, my mom and my grandma would be like, "Don't make me get the chocolate. Don't make me get the." Because it's like, they'll whack me with the chocolate or whatever, or flip flop. If I didn't behave, it's like if they didn't have a belt around, they had the flip flop or chancla. Terrifying. But even still, like, I'm glad we got a little background behind how they named this team, but still, it's like, it's kind of bizarre. And especially if we're trying to represent Hispanic culture here, like, I would have named them something else, you know? Just call it what it is, flying flip-flops. Okay, what else? Okay, my mind just went blank. Oh my god. Okay, let me end this podcast on a more hopeful note. Let me see. That's on a more okay note. Oh my god, I'm getting tongue-tied here. Sorry, you guys. But anyways, you guys, I'm going to be starting my new job Monday. But don't you worry, just because I have a job doesn't mean that Larry Boy Fanatic's going to stop making content. I'm still going to make content. In fact, I got a bunch more videos coming up in the future. I got another review that's going to come out soon. I got like another analysis video coming soon. Thank you guys for the good lucks and good wishes. Thank you. And I just put my hair in a ponytail. And by the way, in case you missed it, this is the outfit, like the armor from Avengers Endgame. It was like I found this t-shirt. I haven't worn this in years. But I finally found it and washed it, and now I'm wearing it. Yeah, that's good. But anyways, there's still a whole bunch of content that's going to be on this channel. And also, just because I have a new job now doesn't mean that the podcast is over. I'm still going to do the podcast. I'm still going to make videos. It's like, that's never gonna go away. I promise you. And especially since this job is part-time. Oh my gosh. Awesome sauce. Thank you for the super chat. I'm praying for you. Make sure you are too. Yes. Peace and blessings. Yep. Wish you the best at your new workplace. Yeah, I'm excited, but I'm also nervous. Thanks, Isaac. And also, thank you again, Awesome Sauce, for the super chat. That's, yeah. Yeah, you made my day. You guys made my day. And finally, I got to doing a podcast episode after 2 weeks hiatus. There you go. There's the animation for super chat. And look, I'm a merry-go-round. I think I could spin my chair. Look, I'm a merry-go-round. I can almost spin my chair. Anyways, thank you for the super chat. Do it for our team. Yeah, I definitely will. Well, I can say that the job is stock associate. You know how you're making sure that the products are okay, making sure that you put them on the store shelves. So it's simple part-time work. That's all I ever wanted in a job was to be simple. So it was the simplest job I could find, and that's good. That is okay. I mean, yeah, I don't know, like, how I see myself, like, when it comes to this job. I mean, I would like it to be, like, permanent. I would like it to last for, like, a few years, but you never know. Yeah. Yeah, this is pretty new. So the new job, my family is super happy for me. And I start Monday. Well, anyways, you guys, more content coming soon. Don't you worry. I'm still gonna do the podcast. I'm still gonna make videos because that's what I like doing. At the end of the day, that's brings me joy every single day. So, anyways, guys, thank you for tuning in to the podcast, to the All That Shebang Bang podcast. If you like this podcast episode, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel. And as always, if you want to support the show, there is Patreon. We got a couple of people on Patreon. Dizzy Drizzled upped their pledge to $3 a month. That's pretty good. Or you could become a channel member. I got one channel member so far right now, you guys. And it's pretty good. So far, so good. And there's other ways you could support me. There is my Redbubble merch store. And you can also follow me on TikTok, Instagram, DeviantArt, all that shebang bang. Always tune into the podcast. I will let you guys know ahead of time, like when there will be a podcast, when there will be a video. Just ding the dong. Turn on notifications. Click the bell, ding the dong, and stay up to date on when I'm uploading a video or when I'm live. So, anyways, guys, last time I want to give a shout out to 1-800-AWESOME SAUCE for the super chat. Thank you so much for the $5 super chat. It says $4.99, but it's close to $5. It's all good. And as always, this has been your girl Ronnie, who is also the Larry Boy fanatic, the eyes and plunger ears of the Larry Boy multiverse. And what else? What else you gotta say? Bye-bye, guys. Bye-bye, guys. You're blowing kisses to the people. You're so cute. Anyways, that's our show, guys. See you.